So in this video, we are just going to look at how the traveling salesman problem works with the help of exhaustive approach method. Okay, so exhaustive search approach is a kind of a brute force mechanism. So it is also a concept of brute force approach for solving the combinatorial problems. So brute force approach is nothing but it is a simple straightforward approach to solve a problem, which means it just follows a simple just do it concept, which means it just tries out all the possible solutions for the given options and then finds out the answer. So this is how your brute force approach works. So exhaustive search is also a kind of an brute force mechanism, right? So what it does, it is used for solving the combinatorial problems. Okay, so here what we are going to do is we are just going to look at a traveling salesman problem. So traveling salesman problem is a kind of a problem which is used to construct the Hamiltonian circuit for the given graph. So you have to start with a given node and then you have to travel all the node at least once and then you just have to return back to the node, okay, so where you have started. So this is how you just construct your Hamiltonian circuit. So this is how your traveling salesman problem works. Okay, so what we are going to look, we are just going to look it with the help of an exhaustive search method. So right now we just shall look at an example for it. Okay, so let us consider this example for solving our traveling salesman problem. So this is a kind of an undirected weighted graph. So what we have to do is that we just have to start traversing from any one of the node and then we just have to traverse each and every node and then we have to get back to the node which we have started. So what we have to do right now is that since we are just following an exhaustive search which follows a brute force approach, we have to come up with all the possible paths from your starting node and then you have to calculate the distance between them for all the nodes and then you have to take out the optimal solution for it. So for example, here we are just having this graph, right? So how we have to do is we just have to start with a node. So initially I'm just starting with a node A. Okay, so what are the outgoing nodes of A? So outgoing nodes of A are B, C and D. So what I do, I just mark as A to B, right? Then A to C, then A to D. So all the outgoing nodes I just have marked it out right now. Okay, so next step what I have to do is that I just have to go for start with B. So what are the outgoing nodes of B? So the outgoing nodes of B are A, C and D. So here we just have already visited A. So there are two possible nodes for you to visit, which is nothing but C and D. So what I do, I just mark C and then similarly I just write D over here. Right, so what are the next thing? C, you are just standing at C right now. So what are the outgoing nodes of C? So C has A, B and D. So A is already marked. So what I do, I just mark my B and then A to C and then I'm just marking my D over here. Right, so standing at D, what I'm doing is I'm just looking at it. So A, C and B are the nodes. So A is already visited. So the remaining nodes are B and C. Right, so this is the second step. So what we have to do is that we just have to move on to the next step. So which means you are standing at C right now. So what are the adjacent nodes of C? So A, B and D. So here we just have marked A, B. Okay, so the only node left is D. So I'm just marking D over here. Right, so right now I'm just standing at B. So what are the adjacency nodes? So A, C and D. So A, C is already marked. So we just have to go for D. Right, so here what we have to do, we are just standing at D right now. So adjacent nodes are A, C and B, right? So A and B is already visited. So the only node left is C. So I'm just marking it out. Right, so similarly for D over here, so A, C and B. So here A and B are already visited. C is left off. So I'm just marking C. So similarly at D right now, A, C and B. So A, C is already marked. So I'm just marking B. Right, so similarly if you take a look at C, we are having A, B and D, right? So A, D is already marked, so we just have to mark B. Okay, so here according to our Hamiltonian circuit, we just know that you have to get back to A. So what we are doing is that we are just looking at the path. So A has all the connections between all the nodes. So what we do, we just mark A. So from D to A and then C to A and then B to A. So we just have marked it. So for example, this is one of a circuit or this is one of the Hamiltonian circuit for the given problem. So here these are all feasible solutions. So feasible solutions are nothing but So feasible solutions are nothing but it is the solution for the given problem, but it is not the best solution. So what you have to identify, you just have to identify the best solution. So the best solution we just call it as optimal solution. So how you will be doing it is, so you will be calculating the distance of it. So how you will be doing it, so for example here I just have to calculate the path from A to B. What is the path? So A to B the path is 2 plus B to C. B to C the path is 8, and then C to D. C to D the path is 1, and then D to A. So and then D to A the path is 7. So what I have to do, I just have to sum it up. So for example here it is 18, so I'm just marking it as 18. So next we have to calculate for A to C. So A to C the path is 5, C to B. C to B the path is 8, B to D. B to D the path is 3, then D to A. So D to A the path is 7. Okay, so 23, right? So again A to D we have to calculate. So A to D the path is 7. Again D to B. So D to B the path is 3. B to C. So B to C the path is 8. And then C to A. C to A the path is 5. Right? So again here 23. So A to B. So A to B, where is it? A to B, we are just calculating it as 2. So B to D. So B to D the path is 3. Then D to C. So D to C the path is 1. Then C to A. C to A the path is 5. Right? So 5 plus 5, so 11. Okay. So next path A to C. So A to C the value is 5. C to D. C to D the path is 1. D to B. So D to B the value is 3. B to A. So B to A the value is 2. So similarly, so it is also 11, right? So next path A to D. So A to D the cost is 7. So D to C. So D to C the cost is 1. C to B. C to B the cost is 8. And then B to A. So B to A the cost is 2. So 7, 18. Right? So here looking at the all possible solutions, which is nothing but all the feasible solutions, we just have come across with the minimal value as 11. So here what are all the optimal solutions? So the optimal solution will be something like A to B, then B to D, D to C, and D to A, and also A to C, then C to D, D to B, and B to A. So these both are the optimal solution which turns out to be the minimal cost effective, which is nothing but 11. Okay, so this is how you just solve your traveling salesman problem with the help of an exhaustive search.